Hello there guys and girls, and welcome back to the infamous Caveman's channel. Thank you very much for the support on episode 1, 2 and 3. I've got episode 4 here for you. We left off obviously with watching Dragon get savagely beaten to death by Grey, unfortunately, but that is part of the game, and events like that happen, which is one of the main reasons that it does keep people coming back for more and more. It's so unpredictable with what's going to happen, and I'll catch up with you later and see what we can do. Maybe we can sell some of the leather. We've got a donkey here that we killed, so we're going to make sure that we get the guys to cook. Now, you can, instead of them just doing randomly what they want in terms of the priorities, you can get them to focus on something. All you do is right click it and you just tell them to prioritize doing that. So that means it will now continue to cook until it can't cook anymore. And that's what we're looking to do. Obviously, in some of the instances, we will want to prioritize certain jobs. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the trader and just see what they've got available. See if they've got anything that is of any interest to us. Because what we're going to do is have a look at it and see what we can get from them. If there's anything special that they've got to trade or what we can trade them. So let's have a look. Oh, so apparently we've got some poor health on this character, which is great. So let's have a look at what the issues are. So the character's got malnutrition. That's what's affecting the social skills, which is understandable. So we're just going to go back and see what we've got to trade here. With the war traders, they typically will trade, obviously, as you can imagine, clothing, weapons, and animals. They don't really trade anything else. We've got some female... Well, we've got a female warg there that would be really handy if we could afford that, because then we could breed them and have an army of them. However, we don't have the money to deal with this. They don't want to buy any of our stuff either. So I think for now, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can buy from these guys. So we're just going to let them go on their merry way. We're not going to buy anything. They'll still stay around, just in case we change our mind. They'll just stay there. Oh, so now we've got another event come up. It's a manhunter pack. We've got a man-hunting pack of monkeys coming. It looks like they've been driven insane by disease. So we've just dealt with a man-hunting duck. That was pretty easy. And we've got 3 man-hunting monkeys that are coming in. Now, luckily for us, because we've got the war merchants here, they are actually going to deal with the monkeys for us. So they will actually attack them when they get close. So we're actually not going to even bother to try and fight these. And we're just going to let the this tribe do it for us, because we don't need to do anything else. Just like that, they've killed them all. If that was us, that would have took a hell of a lot longer. They've obviously got a lot better bows. They've got a lot more people. So we're going to use the game to our advantage. When the game starts throwing multiple scenarios at us, we're going to try and play one off against the other. That man-hunting pack, we played it off against the merchant that we've already got here. So it's just about using what we can at that time. Like I said, everything has a means to an end. And that's where we need to just focus on what we're doing. We're going to haul that donkey. We've just butchered the other donkey. We're going to refuel the stove, and then we're going to cook that. We're just going to keep cooking as many meals as possible. That's going to be the main thing that's obviously going to stop these colonists from going to that next level of unhappiness again, so they brutally murder someone. We've still got poor Dragon just sitting there. We have built him a grave. We have dug out a grave for him, but no one's decided to put him in there. I feel like we'll just put Grey to do it. He can see what he's done, and he can bury his friend. I say his friend, he brutally murdered him. But we'll see. At least we know who it is. Contains Dragon the healer, and he died on the 10th. Unfortunately. He actually died before the 10th, left his body rotting. So, it is what it is. Now, obviously the trade caravan is now leaving. We've got a thunderstorm going on currently. So, when the thunderstorm comes, it will wash and clean any area around your base. If there's blood everywhere, it will clean it. It won't clean anything that's roofed. But, for example, where we killed the donkeys, there's no blood now, and you'll see the thunder come down. Now, the thunder can cause issues. If you get a dry thunderstorm, flames start developing, that can burn through almost your whole part of the map. It could burn the whole top of the map, so then there's no harvestable resources. All the wood gets burnt away, so it is important to keep an eye on that. If you start getting a firestorm or a dry thunderstorm, it is worth getting your characters to put out them flames, because you don't want half of your map being unharvestable, because you're going to need so much wood. So we're going to finish our dining room. Before we do that, we've got 2 events that have actually happened, Again, because we're on Randy Random, there is no set way of how the events are going to come in. We've got cargo pods, and this is just a random event that's basically, if for example, our tribe was to send something to another tribe, later in the game, you get cargo pods that you can shoot off into space and it will land on the other biome. Obviously, we're not at that technology level at the moment, but we've got the ability to have things crash land on our planet if the course was off. So we've had a crash land of panther fur, 153. So we're going to allow that so our guys can gather that. And that's going to help us actually in terms of building our bedrolls, because we still need to build our bedrolls for the bedroom. So we're going to use this panther fur, to build the bedrolls. And that will do at least 4 bedrooms worth of bedrolls. We've also got an exotic goods trader has appeared. And this is slightly different from obviously the war merchant. You've got now an exotic goods. We'll see what they've got to trade. Again, I don't think they're going to be interested in anything that we've got. I mean, I'm not really interested in anything that we've got, to be honest. We've got some wood, some blocks, some medicine, leather. I mean, we are the most primitive tribe there could possibly be, I presume, at this moment in time. I don't think there's anything else more primitive than us in this whole entire region. But we will carry on doing what we're doing, and we're going to get this one to trade and just see what we've got. Okay, so as you can see, these are trading things that are completely out of our affordability. I mean, we have got nothing here that we can afford. Maybe one bit of gold. We could afford one bit of gold, but we're not going to do that. This is just more to show you. So the exotic trader, as said in the name, will just trade more exotic items. So your highest quality medicine, your advanced components, late game. So you can do sort of operations and fit other parts to your pawns, for example. Doomsday rocket launcher, triple rocket launcher. All of this stuff is not at our stage at the moment. Could you imagine one of our tribesmen or women walking around with a rocket launcher? I think they would just blow the whole colony up, especially if you gave it to Grey. Grey's just going to kill everyone if you give that to him, especially with his track record. So we're just going to leave it. We can't afford anything. Again, they'll stay there. Hopefully, we get another event come in where these can defend us as well, and we can just use the game to its best of its advantage. Luckily, we've got the strawberries now growing up there. That rice is growing. We are, again, out of meals, though, so we're going to have to sort this out and go and hunt. And we still need to focus on Logger actually growing the rest of the stuff that we need. Once that's done, hopefully we won't have to rely on going out and killing the wildlife, because like I said, we don't necessarily want to keep killing the wildlife because it's not going to be in our favour when we have predators that are going to start hunting our own guys. What we can do is obviously harvest these berry bushes a little bit more and take advantage of that that's in our local area. Eventually we might kill these rams as well down here. Okay, so the bedrolls are now done. So we've got 4 bedrolls. We've got a good quality, a normal quality, a good quality, and a normal quality. So we're quite lucky there, to be fair. There's all different qualities that you can get with your material. You've got awful, normal, good, excellent, and then legendary. Obviously, the higher the quality, the better buffs it will give to the stats. What I'll do is when they're asleep, I'll show you, because a good will give you an extra benefit in terms of their happiness because they are sleeping in a good quality bed. So we'll look at that again once they go to sleep. I'll show you that so you can see what's going on. We've also got 96 plain leather, so we might as well build the other 2 while we're here. So we're going to build that one there and build that one there. So now we've got 5. Unfortunately, well, we're going to have 6. Unfortunately, we've only got 4 colonists because again, Grey decided to murder Dragon. But what we will use these 2 for is almost like a bit of a prison. So when we do have raiders come in, if we've got to that point where we can capture them, we'll then put them in the prison and we'll try and recruit them to join our tribe. It's something that you can do when people attack you. If they're downed, you can capture them, feed them, give them medicine, and then try and get them to join your community. So when we get to that point where we are capturing people that have come to attack us, we'll do it as a prison and we'll be able to start developing our tribe even more. That's the main thing. Obviously, the more people we can get, the quicker we can grow. But of course, with more people comes more demand for food. So we need to balance it out that we've got enough food pre-generating and pre-growing ready to cook. So we're not left like we are at the moment where we've got people starving, which then means that they go into a murderous rage. Hey Grey, And this is the thing about this game as well, guys. It is kind of slow at the beginning, because when you're getting everything together, I mean, what has just happened there? Okay, so so it looks like the warg has decided to try and hunt Tony for food. And obviously you realised what happened there. Literally all of them turned around with their guns and has literally obliterated it. 2 shots to the head, 2 shots to the body, well 4 shots to the body, a shot to the heart, a shot to the spine, and a shot to the right paw. So, I mean, we'll take it. It's food for us, and every bit of food we get is worth it. And we didn't have to do anything for it. I mean, I would have quite liked to have tamed that eventually. The best thing is about that, that would have probably come and hunted us next. So I'm actually quite glad that they were there, because without that sort of weaponry, we would have struggled. We've got a monkey here that's basically dying. Oh, it's from the other tribe. That's what it must have been hunting then, not Tony. It must have been hunting the monkey. We're going to use it. Who doesn't like monkey meat? Let's be honest. Oh, never mind. The Labrador's eating it. Brilliant. The animals have got to eat as well, I suppose. That's the thing. They've got to eat. We've got to eat. Now, because we didn't have enough meat from that monkey, what's happened is Scorpion's gone to gather some berries in order to have enough meat and berries to make a meal. Like I said earlier in the other episode, you will need 10 meat, 10 berries or vegetables, or a combination of both to make 10 to cook a meal. So it will always use that. If there's only, like, say 3 meat left, for example, you've got 4 meat here, 6 berries, that's going to make us 1 meal, as Scorpion's now demonstrating and cooking that for us. We've built our dining room. We've got our tables and chairs, so at least that will take away one of the debuff that the characters had. They now are eating with a table, so that's fine. They're still sleeping on the ground. I mean, I can't do much about that right now, guys. You've got your bed rolls, so I'm not sure what else you want. We're going to then focus on now making this into our production room, like we said. We're going to deconstruct all these walls. Now, if you want to deconstruct something that you've built, you simply click on it and click cross, or you can click deconstruct down here. That will then get rid of the wall. So whatever you've built, you can knock it down, you can change it. Just because you've built it once doesn't mean it's stuck there. We are going to split the room in half. We're going to have production up the top, and we're going to have research down the bottom. Now, the production tab is what we're going to look at. And for us, obviously, we're at the very, very basic type of technology level at the moment. So we've only got 3 or 4 things actually available. When we get to the next stage of technology, so we've got the butcher table, we've got the fuel stove, so the only thing really we can build is a crafting spot and an art bench. So we're going to build those. We're not going to bother with the planter boxes right now, because we don't necessarily need that right now. At the crafting spot though, we are going to try and make some better bows, and we're going to put it up to making 5 of them. We can start then selling them bows to traders when they come along. The more stuff that we sell, the more money we can make, the more stuff we can then buy. We're going to need to heal this, I believe, in a minute, because we're on 12 hours of health left, so we could be in for an issue here. Never mind, Grey's already on the job. We definitely don't want this to die. Ah, that's because it hunted one of the rams down there. Fair enough. And now we've got the body. Well, we did have the body. We cut it up into meat. We've already cooked the meals. Brilliant. So, again, Randy Random has struck. Not only has Dragon died, because he was brutally beaten to a pulp by Grey, we've now had a heart attack on another one of the colonists. He's still standing. Not quite sure how that's possible. It's at a painful state right now. I mean, we'll take it. Him still moving around is perfect for us. Oh, and he's gone straight to sleep. And now he can't move. We could have an issue here. We could be in the process of losing 2 people. However, the heart attack has been treated. The problem is this is just wasting the medicine. Never mind, the heart attack has been treated and he has now recovered from his heart attack. That was close. We almost lost another person there. And if we had lost another person and we dropped down to 3, we would be in a little bit more bother. As you can see, we've not had any raiders yet, and I think that's more because the game probably now just feels sorry for me. Oh, now we've got a psychic drone. Nice. Now every single female colonist feels a wave of anxiety and anger. That's going to go really well in terms of the mood in the camp, isn't it? Let's have a look at what it does. -12. Brilliant. It almost takes away anything, especially with the others. Hungry. Shock. That's just a typical thing of this save at the minute. Starving. All the time. But we'll see what we're going to do. So we've got a poor bedroll there, so we're going to change their beds anyway. Spacious interior we've got now as a benefit, which is good because they've got bigger rooms each, so we'll use that to our benefit. We're going to change the beds because, like I said, the ones over here, I want them to be prisoner beds. So we're going to put Scorpion and Grey and sign them down there. What we need to do, if you want to change this into a medical room, you click medical, and as you can see here, the colour will change depending on what the bedroll is used for, and the same with the bed. The bed will change colour when it's used for specific things. So when it's just used for colonist use, it's green. If it's used for prisoners, tan or orange. When it's used for medical, it goes to blue. And if you want to use it for either medical or prisoners, it goes to brown. So that's where each room you can assign its different things. If you don't have this clicked for a prisoner and you have then someone you can capture, it will tell you that you haven't got any rooms assigned to prisoners. So that's where we have to just make sure that we are keeping some of these rooms ready for prisoners, because of course when we get attacked, if they're at that state where they're going to die in say 6 hours, we need to get them into a bedroll. We need to heal their injuries as soon as possible for the chance for us to then be able to keep them and make them join us and convince them to join our colony. I mean, if you've just been attacked by someone and you're put in a pretty bad shape, I'm not sure how convinced you're going to be to join someone straight away. And that's why you have to go through the process of recruiting them and reducing their resistance towards you. And I'll show you all that when we get to that stage of the game. But I think what I'll do is I'll leave it there, to be honest with you guys. We've got so much more to do, so much more to see, and I hope I see you in the following videos that are coming along. Please obviously hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.